All right, shalom, shalom. I want to start off with giving all praises and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Harakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the hopefully elect. Coming at you with another quick lesson to the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai. Lord willing, this lesson may be edifying. I want to start off in the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, verse 16. It says, "Be not righteous over much, neither make thyself over wise. Why shouldest thou destroy thyself?" And, pretty much in this walk of ours, in this walk of faith, in this truth, you want to be balanced, all right, in your walk, right? You want to try to remain balanced as possible, because as the scriptures say, a false balance is abomination to the Lord. Okay, so you want to be balanced on how, you live your life. You see? Now, when it's going into be not righteous over much, okay, you got a lot of Israelites out there that don't know of the truth, but they'll put so much on their plate where they'll start to destroy themselves, okay, by being too much over righteous. Now it's, following Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Yes, that's the great thing to do. You want to, as Yahushai being our example, we want to try to live our life, okay, as Yahushai, as he was set for our example. We want to try to, walk as he walked. Okay, now we know that's easier said than done. Okay, and we know we can't do it, right? Because he was blameless. You see, he was without sin, but we're in a different state as we are a creature subject to vanity. All right. And as we're in this flesh of ours, we know we can't do right all the time. Right. But we got to still try. All right. You still got to try. Right. Like I said, as Yahushua being our example. OK, we got to try to walk, in a way he did, the best of your ability. Okay, but like going back to what I was saying, you got a lot of Israelites out there. We learn the scriptures and different things you may learn, and then you'll have Israelites trying to apply all these different things without using wisdom, right? Not with the understanding of we are not in our power. Okay, this is not our kingdom, and there's just a lot of things you cannot do in our mind. Having this spirit and having a righteous mindset, of course, we want these things. We want the way of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. We want that to be the standard. Okay, we want how he judged things and how the way it should be or dealt with. Of course, we want it to be that way, right? But like I said before, this ain't our kingdom. So you gotta, as the brothers would say, spiritually, you gotta turn the other cheek. You gotta let things go. Okay, and you just gotta roll with things depending on the situation. All right, so you don't want to get in this mind frame of I'm gonna do this exactly because the scriptures say exactly that. And I'm gonna just say let's use an example, right? Let's dealing with two fairies. Okay, we know the proper judgment which should be done to those two individuals. Right? But we can't do anything. Why? Because this is not our kingdom. So we got to turn the other cheek. Now, a person that's being over righteous, they're going to say, nah, the Bible says this is supposed to take place. So I'm going to execute it. No, that's not what you do. You're a fool. Okay. Even though in the mindset, in the scripturally, that's supposed to take place, but there's nothing you can do now. That's something you just have to bear and turn the other cheek from it and deal with it. Okay, you're gonna be vexed from the filthy conversation of the wicked. All right, that's part of our that's so-called, I'll use the word, that's part of one of our infirmities that we have to deal with. All right, so now so when it goes into why shouldest thou destroy thyself, you can destroy yourself, and it means that a lot of these different things, just because you're trying to be over righteous. That's why it all goes back into balance, right? Go ahead.
Got a precept for you, Brother Daniela. This is Romans chapter 13, verse 1. You know, just backing up what the brother was saying about, hey, you have different things set in place in this kingdom to where you cannot fully keep the law of the Lord. And the Lord is the one who set up this kingdom. You know, Romans 13 and 1, it says, let every soul be subject unto the higher powers.
Bro, you gotta speak louder.
Let every soul be subject unto the higher powers, for there is no power but of the Most High. The powers that be are ordained of the Most High. So this whole world, this whole setup, this whole government was set up by the Most High. So you going against, even though it's lawful in the eyes of the Lord, you going against those things is going against the Most High. You know, like the brother saying, not using wisdom. Right? It says, whosoever therefore resisteth the power, resisteth the ordinance of the Lord, of the Most High, and they that resist shall receive to themselves damnation. And this is why, if you are over righteous to that point, you could end up in jail, or you could, or worse, because you're going against what the Most High has ordained to happen.
Yeah, yep. You could destroy your livelihood. There's many different scenarios you could be put in just by, you know, being over righteous or being overzealous. All right. Oh, and like I wanted to pull up, make mention of, you know, we are seeing of what happens when you disobey Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Okay, we see who's set up in power. We see the conditions of the earth and what our people are in. It's all because going back to our disobedience. You see, so these things that we're vexed with, it makes us more of having a mindset of, we got to get the hell out of here. You know, we go through all these different things and in our mind is like, we got to get out. Because if we were comfortable, we'd be like, shit, I'm good. You know, when you talk to these different high class or millionaire jakes, they're not worried about the little small things that's going on around them because they don't have that worry. You know, they living good, they comfortable. You know, and the minuscule things is not on their mind. Okay, they don't care about the things that's going on in the world of what's taking place and this and that. As long as it's not affecting their cash flow, they don't give a shit. You know, but going back, I'm trying to stick on the point. It says in verse 17, right, and this is really why I'm doing the lesson. It says, "Be not overmuch wicked, neither be thou foolish. Why shouldest thou die before thy time?" Now I wanted to go into this because everyone's grace is different, right? Now you got the story of dealing with King David. His grace was different. Everybody's not going to receive the mercy like King David did. And he committed an act of adultery, which we know is what? Worthy of death, right? Give me Ecclesiastes 8:11, Baba Gashar. Because you got to understand what somebody else does, and the Lord may give them a slap on the wrist or a little, a slight judgment and not as harsh, don't mean you can go and do the same thing, right? You shouldn't want to, but do the same thing and think that you're going to get that same punishment, so to speak. No, the Lord might kill you, right? Because you're not that individual. Even if that person does something was wicked, or it might just be something that was not wise to do. It wouldn't be the right thing to intentionally go do that same thing, because you don't got the same grace. Everyone don't have that same grace period. You know what I mean?
Just because you see another brother doing it doesn't mean you should be doing it. You know?
Yep.
Ecclesiastes 8:11. It says, because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily.
Anyway, so now that's when I first started out, right? The sentence of an evil work. A fairy with a fairy is an evil work that's being done in the midst of the earth, right? This is complete fairyland, right? But it's not being executed speedily. You know, these things are, occurring more and more. But this punishment is being stacked up for the over unalive, right? It's going to be an over unalive coming to this earth, right? Go ahead.
Right. It says, therefore, the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil.
See? So the mindset of the man is, shit, I got away with it. I'm going to keep doing it. Right? I'm good. You know, not knowing that you are literally you really have let's just say like we use in the world, I kept the receipts. Bro, the angels got the receipts. Right? The Lord got the receipts. And he's just looking at your tab like, nigga, you owe.
Right.
You-
Your tab is stacking up and stacking up.
Stacking up,
You
you
didn't
owe.
take no consideration, no heed, and that's really for Israel. No
Mhm.
heed of the Most High. And like the brother said, the angels are recording everything,
Mm-hmm.
right? When you do your folly, they right there.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
You know, sometimes they escape you out of folly, and sometimes they let you, get harmed or whatever situation
Mm-hmm.
happens in that folly for either, we know it's all judgment, but to either,
To either
what's the word I'm looking for? Oh man, I got a mind blank.
like a lesson.
Like a lesson,
Yeah.
like a lesson to say, you see,
Shouldn't have
we
been
got
doing
you out of this situation multiple times, but now I gotta let you hit your head,
Mm-hmm.
so you can understand it, so you can stop, so you could be like, okay, this ain't okay. I gotta go a different route.
Right.
Go ahead.
And that's one of the things of trying to walk mindfully and carefully in the truth, man. Because like when your name comes up in heaven, you want there to be good things said about you, even though you are struggling through these different battles that you have to go through.
Mm-hmm.
You want there to be good things, like they said about Job. Have you considered my servant Job? He's righteous in all the earth and abhorreth evil. You want things like that to come up in heaven, not, oh no, this guy's been doing this and he's been doing that, blah 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 blah. He's not repenting, right? He keeps doing this. We're gonna have to get rid of him, like they did with Ahab.
Yeah, the angels be chilling. Angels probably be like, because everybody, angels watching over brothers. Angels probably be like, bro, what are you doing, nigga? They probably, just being facetious with it. They be talking like, this
Mm-hmm.
individual, or whatever name that brother is, man, his dumbass and did this other angel look like, put his hand on his face. I'm being funny with it. You know what I'm saying?
Angels even tell you when when you're doing something wrong. So you shouldn't be doing that, right? But you still go and do it, right? So, right, there's a certain level of mercy that the Lord gives each man that is not extended to everybody.
Yep.
Right. Verse 12 here, Ecclesiastes 8 and 12. Though a sinner do evil 100 times, and his days be prolonged, yet surely I know that it shall be well with them that fear the Most High and fear before him.
So it's better to fear the Lord. It's better to fear the Lord, even though you look at these individuals, stacking sin upon sin upon sin, and you think they're getting away. Nah, like we going back to the receipt. Nah, you owe. And a lot of people are about to pay what they owe, and what? In a harsh judgment. That's how they about to pay. Right? So even though it look like these people be getting away, they look, trust me, they're not getting away, man. They not getting away. Right? You got something else?
Yeah, it says, but it shall not be well with the wicked, neither shall he prolong his days, which are as a shadow, meaning they go away quick. It says, because he feareth not the Most High. That was it.
So going back into this, Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 17, I read it again. Be not overmuch wicked, neither be thou foolish. Why shouldest thou die before thy time? So we went into the righteous part, but going back into the wicked part, bro, there's certain levels to wickedness where the Lord will not tolerate. You might do something 2, 3, maybe even 10 times.
Yeah.
But the Lord could be like, he got one more time to do this shit. And I'm asking him. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to ask him. Or I'm going to take his limb. Or I'm whatever the case may be. So this is what Jake got to realize. Like, you doing shit, okay? And not even knowing that, bro, you might be on your last lifeline. So don't be over much wicked, man. Of course, like I say, creatures subject to vanity. You go and go off. You go and commit some type of folly. We're in the flesh. We're not saying you're not going to do it. We want to be mindful to try to not do it. And if you do,
minimize it.
You know what I'm saying? If you do something, repent. Now don't do that nut ass old ancient Israel stuff where they would had her since sacrificial animals ready because they knew they was about to do some bullshit. Like you just gonna go commit adultery because you like, oh, the Lord got me. What? Nah, bro, that's madness. But I just used adultery as an example because that's more one of the harsh penalties.
It's very
very
heinous.
It's one of the more harsh penalties within Israel, you know?
Mm-hmm. Right.
Ultimately, I mean, because it goes back to rebellion when you think about it anyway.
Right.
You know, because what happens to a rebellious son? He gets a harsh penalty. He don't get a slap on the wrist. You know? Go ahead.
Right. This is Psalms chapter 2, verse 10. It says, "Be wise now, therefore, O ye kings. Be instructed, ye judges of the earth. Serve the Lord with fear and rejoice with trembling. Kiss the Son, lest he be angry, and ye perish from the way, when his wrath is kindled but a little." So a little bit could just get you be through. So that's why you have to walk carefully, man.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be balanced. You don't want to be overly wicked, man. Just doing too much wicked stuff to where the Lord just like cast them out. Right? It says, "Blessed are all they that put their trust in him."
Mm-hmm.
Right? And as you notice, it says what? Fear the Lord and rejoice with trembling, man. You're supposed to be walking in a mindset of fear toward Yahweh Shem Yahushai. You know?
Yep. Last but not least, Proverbs chapter 11, verse 1, a false balance is an abomination to Yahweh, but a just weight is his delight, you know? And, I mean, brothers go through the motions, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you be up, you be down, up, down, however it may go, you know? But you know, you want to continue to be on that tightrope of, all right, let me control my balance.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? When pride goeth, then cometh shame, but with the lowly is wisdom. The integrity of the upright shall guide them, but the perverseness of transgressors shall destroy them. Let me read that one more time, right? So it says the integrity of the upright. When you go into upright, that goes into righteous moral conduct. Okay? So this is who you want to be guided by. It says, but the perverseness of transgressors shall destroy them. You know, and y'all can look up the word transgressor. Okay, if y'all, no, I thought not transgressor. Perverseness, if you like, but it goes into wicked and other definitions you'll get, you know. But, yeah, you want to be guided and follow the people that's in the midst and in the way of perverseness. Well, guess what? You will be destroyed right with them. Mm-hmm. Okay? Transgressors, these are people that's basically going against the Lord. Right? What is sin? Sin is transgressing of the law.
Right.
2/3 of our people, what are they doing? Transgressing every day without no care. Right? Mm-hmm. No care in the world. Well, see, wait till the earth start. Wait till the Lord visit the earth to the point where thousands and millions of people are getting put down. Then you're gonna be in fear. Mm-hmm. Right? So it says, riches profit not in the day of wrath, but righteousness deliver from death. Yeah, and all this, you know, money or whatever you think you can obtain on this side, dealing in a carnal means, bro, that's not gonna save you. None of it. Even Edomites with thumbs, right? That's not even gonna save them. Mm-hmm. You know, only people that are gonna get saved is, you know, you got a few people in elite bankers, but they only getting saved for, you know, not a saving, a grace and mercy save. No, they getting saved for punishment. Yeah, okay, reserved. They be reserved for punishment. That's all. That's all. You know, and the rest of you people, you're gonna get unalive. Go ahead.
Yep. This is just going into the balance aspect. 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 23. It says, "All things are not lawful for me, but all things are not expedient. All things are law. Mm-hmm. Salaki. All things are lawful for me, but all things are not expedient." Yes. Expedient meaning profitable.
Yeah, that's what Paul basically. Yep, that's what Paul's saying. He said, "Yeah, these different things, by the way of the scriptures, I can do these different things." But he's like, "But it's not going to profit me nothing if I do these things. Mm-hmm. You know, it might get in the way of this, it might get in the way of that. It's not for me. You know, I'm on a mission. I got other things to do."
Right. You know, imagine Paul being a Roman citizen, right? He had Roman citizenship. The Romans were the rulers at the time. So according to our law, all the different stuff, the lewdness that they were doing, they're supposed to be put to, deleted. Right? So, hey, even in today, same things are going on. Hey, Paul is giving good wisdom, man. Mm-hmm. You know? Yep. It's not profitable us to go out, like the brother said, go out and off these ferries when there's laws to put you in jail to do these different things. You know? Amongst other things, man.
Yep. Yeah. So I mean, that was just something quick through the spirit. Lord willing, hope it was edifying. So next time, I want to say shalom.
Shalom.